Well, good Thursday morning to you, everyone. Have you ever, not really meaning to be deceitful or dishonest about it, agreed to something or said you would do something just to settle it or to get somebody off your back, or you were just in a hurry and you didn't want to have a deep discussion? When I was reading this morning in Proverbs chapter 20, I read a verse that just speaks to how we really need to consider what we're doing before we commit to something. And it says in verse 20, I think 25, it says, "It's a trap to dedicate something rashly and only later to consider one's vows." It's a trap to dedicate something rashly, to say yes to something in a spontaneous moment where you just want to end a discussion, or you maybe feel like, hey, I really want to do that, and your emotions get in the way and you say yes, and then all of a sudden you realize, what did I just commit to? It's a trap. What does he mean by that? That means before we choose to commit ourselves to something, before we promise to do something, before we dedicate, is the word it uses, ourselves to do something, we need to step back and consider what we're doing, because sometimes we put ourselves in a corner. We can make ourselves out to be a liar because we never intended to follow through, or we could find that what we thought would be the right answer in a moment of just trying to come to a decision. Later we find out that that's trapped us, because the thing that we've said yes to requires more than we're able to give, or becomes much more difficult to accomplish than we ever thought. So we should always, as the Bible says, consider our steps carefully. And so I just want to encourage you today, take time before you say yes to something. It's not that you should say no, but take time to weigh what it is that you're dedicating yourself to, because your word is your bond. And if you say yes to something, you need to follow through with it. Just make sure you understand in advance what you're saying yes to. Be wise. That's what Proverbs tries to teach us before we commit ourselves to anything. God bless you. Have a great day. Talk to you later.